Are you happy? What is today? Tuesday. Hey, listen, I got a really quick message I want to share with you that's on my heart, and I hope that it blesses you on your journey. So it's titled, You Are Special, Your Problems Are Not. And I think this is something that holds so many of us back. I was on an incredible phone call this morning with two of my friends that are amazing, empowering women, and we were talking about how to manifest our futures. And this was just something that hit me when I was talking to my friend, and it was, so many times we feel isolated and we feel alone and we feel like, why is this happening to me? And I'm the only one that understands. Nobody else understands what I'm going through, and nobody else can possibly have the same problems or the same things or be walking through this or have the same thoughts, the doubts, the fears, all those things. And I think that's what gets us in trouble the most, is that we feel so alone that we don't realize that these problems that we have, these issues that we have, these doubts, these fears, all these lies that we believe about ourselves are also things that people have walked through, are also things that successful people, that people are, that are doing things that they want, that are manifesting a life that they want, they've all walked through it too. See, I just recently became obsessed with reading biographies. I read a lot of self-help books and a lot of books like on business and leadership and all that, but I really started reading biographies and listening to biographies this year, and I'm just absolutely blown away by the amount of successful people that have similar underlying doubts, stories, problems that they have overcome. And so my takeaway from this is, you know what? If those people could do it, then I can do it too. If those people thought that they weren't good enough and that they weren't making a difference and that what they did didn't matter and they would never make a difference, and these are just my fears and my thinking, my negative thoughts that get in the way of me becoming the best version of myself. If those people, and I'm talking about, I just finished reading Shoe Dog, which is amazing. So Phil Knight is the creator of Nike, if you don't know, and if it's a memoir, so it's his own thoughts. And you see a lot of times in there when he was like, man, I should just pack it up and quit. Should I stop? Should I get out of this business? Is it ever going to work? And I'm talking 10 years into his business, he was still having thoughts like this. So if you're like on any journey, if you're on a weight loss journey, if you're on a, self-growth journey, if you're on an entrepreneur journey and you're having these doubts and these self-thoughts, you got to call them for what they are, and they're lies, and they don't come from your creator. All right. And so we are called to take captive all negative thoughts. And those thoughts, to me, any thought that comes down on you that is not in line with your best version of yourself, or anything that's not lifting you up higher, they don't have any place in your head. And once you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you would really take control of them, because that's what I can tell you after reading all these biographies and seeing the underlying thing. That's what I'm seeing, is that they didn't let those doubts and fears and those negative thoughts and those cycles and those patterns continue. They did something about it. And so I'm going to encourage y'all, yes, you are special, you are unique, you have a calling that nobody else can complete on this earth except for you. But the problems and the things that you're going to have to walk through are going to not be unique or special. There is going to be somebody that overcame what you are overcoming right now in your life. And so I'm going to encourage you to reach out, to talk to people, to share your doubts and your fears, to read biographies. If that's what you want to do, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have access to people like that right now, then read biographies. Get a different perspective. Learn that other people have done it. They have walked through. They have come out the other side of the fire, and they're strong enough. And most of those people will turn around and help you through too. That's what I've learned, is that most people that are on the other side of the fires that we are walking through are very, very open to share their struggles and what they did to overcome. They're happy to help most of the time, to turn around and give you a hand and help you through the same thing they walked through. So that is my word for you today. If that helped you, if that got some pressure off your back to know that you're not alone, because the worst thing you could do is sit in self-pity and doubt and believe that you are the only one that has ever overcome that problem or that issue or that thought. You're not. I promise you. You are not alone in this. And so I hope that blesses you. I hope that opens your mind a little bit. And I hope that you are having a wonderful week. If you find any value, I love hearts and shares. And I love comments too. So I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see if you watch this and if it added value. God bless you guys. I will talk to you soon.